Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Body game can help with loneliness. And you know what? The issue of lonely men is major. It is real major. I mean, I'm acquainted with some men who consider themselves lonely. They not really doing anything. I mean, there's always been men who, they will pretty much work and go home. They wouldn't interact. And I was thinking about that, and I'm thinking this is like one thing that can actually help with that. It can alleviate the loneliness. And that actually is body game. Because you know, I usually do car videos. Rom does the body game stuff. Usually because I'm driving from the gym and it's on my mind. But this is very important. And this is just something, even if you're not like getting into body game to get the ladies or anything, it can actually help with the loneliness for one simple reason. Usually with body game, I'm saying go to the gym, join a health club or something like that, right? Even though technically you could be solitary and you know, you can do body game at home and everything. And you know, if that's you, fine. But if we're talking about loneliness, joining a gym or a health club or taking a yoga class or whatever helps a lot. A spin class, it helps a lot for one simple reason. You're around other people engaging in the same activity. You know what? As I've said, I've been a member of several gyms, and I've actually done sales at several gyms. And, you know, at different capacities, also just being a regular desk attendant. And I remember a gym I was working at, it was in downtown DC. It was at a hotel. I'm not gonna advertise for them, but it was, well, two of them were at hotels actually. But this one in particular, I remember we had an assistant manager, and I never forget what she said. She said, you know, this is a community. And I thought about that. I thought about all the gyms I've been a member of since like the late 80s. Since the late 80s. Even before I really got into body game, when I would be going to the gym shamming. But I would be talking with people. See, here's the thing. You have a bunch of people there. And no matter how quiet or introverted you are, or if you're consistent, people are gonna start talking to you. And this ain't about, let me be clear. This isn't about getting women. This isn't about getting women. Not at all, not at all. This is just being friendly. Like if you get a fringe benefit of meeting like a future girlfriend, getting that hot woman, okay, fine. But this is just being around people. Because I thought about that even with the most recent gym I've been going to. And I even said it to a couple of people. I said, you know, I really like the community here. Because I'm gonna tell you what, with me, whenever I've gone to any gym and I'm not working there, I'm just a member, I'm actually the quietest person. I'm like that anyway, like on jobs, wherever. Any space I'm not familiar with, I'm quiet. I don't rush in like, hey, how you doing, or something like at the gyms. I never do. I just go in and work out because I don't know anybody. But then what I started noticing is after you go in there, well, all of a sudden you might just be you see somebody, you just acknowledge them, because most gyms that I've been familiar with, people going to acknowledge you. People going to be friendly. You know, even if it's just the workers there. I remember when I was in Houston for one of the self-improvement summits. And, you know, the day of the summit, I always go to a gym. I always go to a gym. And I remember I went to this one gym, and it was a LA Fitness. You know, paid, in fact, I didn't even pay a membership fee. The attendant there just said, hey, you know, you don't need to pay and all of that. I was like, oh, okay. But they were just friendly. See, you start interacting with people. You start working out. You know, even if it could start with somebody say, hey, you working on this or something like that. And then after a while, you just gradually start talking to people. You know, it becomes communities. In fact, a couple gyms, about every gym I've been in, there's always somebody older who comes in just to interact. They might do a little bit here and there, but they really just there to interact with people. And I understand they probably retired, don't get to hang out and everything. So they just interacting. In fact, some of the gyms I've been in, I was like, I remember a personal trainer say that this one gym I was a member of a few months ago, last year. She said, yeah, people in there exercising their mouths. But it's a community. It's a community. And there's been, like I said, there's been many people, I might not say anything to them for 2 months. And then all of a sudden just say, how you doing? Acknowledge and say, you know, what's your name? Boom. You start talking with people. In fact, I remember at this one gym, there was an older guy there who just basically comes there to interact. He's retired and everything. But we were talking and he happened to have train sets and my youngest son likes trains. So all of a sudden he came with a whole box of stuff, but that's the art stuff. Or definitely the relationship thing. I've seen many people, I talked about that before. You know, you might see a man and a woman, they go in there, they don't say anything to each other. You can see them, you can sit back, one's working over here, working out over here, the other one's working out over there. All of a sudden they start saying hi and everything, boom. Then all of a sudden, a few months later, they walking in holding hands. They walking in together. I've seen a lot. You know, many people have had business. I remember at this one gym that I was doing sales at, and I talked about that one before. It was an Olympus gym in Marlow Heights. And there was a lot of business conducted. I remember we had this one guy, and he was a boxer, and he could throw up 400 pounds like it was nothing. You know, and this dude was just thorough. He was also a financial advisor. So I was just like, I remember one time he was in the locker room for at least an hour just talking with this guy about some business. You know, so that was even a business connection. In fact, I remember when I had moved. When I had moved from that modest apartment I was in to this place, you know, I was getting rid of the beds and everything. I was going to get new beds. And this guy who came by to, you know, he had a hauling company. I actually met him while doing lat pull downs. We were working in with each other. It's like, oh, what you do? Oh, yeah, I haul stuff. I was like, oh, okay. I'll give you a call if I need something. Boom, you can make connections and everything. So it can help with it. Because what it is, the main thing it is, it's a community. It's a place where there are other people. Even if you're introverted. Because at some point, people are going to be like, hey, how you doing? What's up? What's your name? Somebody extroverted is going to reach out to you. They see you all the time. That's just normal. People acknowledge each other and everything, you know? And we ain't going to get into the nightclub type of gyms. But it's still the same thing. It's still the same thing. So just understand that. And it can help. Seriously, it can help. I ain't going to say it's going to be perfect or anything because there might be something else going on with you specifically. But it's a place where there's other people. And you're getting a good workout in. Not even just to get women, but you're doing something for your health. All right? So anyway, that's all I have for right now. And I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.